Okay, let's test this out. There we go. God, I don't remember if I got this right. Let's try this. Just last for a minute, internet. Can you do that? Ay, ay, ay. Alright. That seems right. Thank God I saw that. Controller? Thank you. Surprised you saw me. Wait. No, I'm wearing silent. I got my slumbering ring. Oh no. Ah, darn. Should have gone to Anor Londo. Alright, I guess we'll fix that by going up, I suppose. Gotta love all those windows that are completely pointless. It's like... Who's actually going up? Right. That only works. It's not already up there. There we go. Thank you. You wanna also get in the way, buddy? Okay, fine. That's not the one I want. There we go. Ow. Okay. Hmm. I guess this might be worth doing? Question mark? Hmm. Not really happy with it. Oh, ooh. Wait, 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 wait. Well, well. Now this. Ho ho ho. Bet much better. It is an improvement, though I don't know if it's that much of an improvement. Again, the things I would do to be able to have free cam. The things I would do for free cam. Would it be a Loki stream? Ay, ay, ay. There we go. There we go. What was that? Let's have HUD for a second. Hey, buddy. Oh. Okay. Thanks for doing the kick, game. Honestly, I think that was a controller being the controller. Again, gotta get that new one. Whoa. ASAP. Ah, darn. I don't know how many souls that was. Whatever it was, I probably need to farm more. Why didn't you use the cheat engine to fly and take better photos? Because I don't have cheat engine installed. Though, to be honest, you're probably right. I should probably learn it and employ it in my tools instead of just doing everything so basic. So that is a good recommendation for the future. Also, welcome, Pooloo. I don't know how to speak least. I don't know least speak, so sorry. I'm just gonna call you Poolie. But yeah, would probably be nice if it's like, hey, I'm not limited by whatever I can physically touch. A lot more freedom. Especially considering I play these games offline anyway, so I don't think the anti-cheat or whatever is gonna detect me. But again, I'm no expert in this field, so maybe I'm wrong. And at least as far as I'm aware for Dark Souls 3, it at least isn't that simple to add all that stuff. So again, don't know. Not my wheelhouse. Yeah, nothing really here. How about from over here, though? God, I'm gonna probably want to be farming for a while. Like, what's my next level up? Oh, 3. I don't know how many souls I lost. I don't know if it was like 100k or what. I'll be farming here for a while, I get the feeling. Actually, I might end up doing that because I'm not getting any new shots like I was possibly hoping for. Let us see. Yeah, if I could get a shot of like a little past there, like I could just have my character stand like around there-ish, I could probably get a really good shot of the side of Anor Londo here and all the parts that I want. But alas, it was not meant to be. Though again, I should look into more options for either turning off gravity or just having free cam in general. Again, that's the reservoir. Again, I could just have my character standing here, but I've been trying to reduce that as much as possible, especially in these last few years, so. Yeah, I don't really like that. Hey Night Scout. Great timing with this being Dark Souls 3. I had a question I wanted to ask after you gave a retweet to your Lautrec article again. You said in the article that since Dark Souls 2 style Firekeeper sells Lautrec set after the Sullivan Beast is killed, Lautrec was probably the Beast. Yeah. Yes, we see this consistently. The Shrine Handmaid serves the same role as the Domhnall, whatever, from Dark Souls 1, in that the idea is basically sort of a corpse robber. Again, you can read my article on Shrine Handmaid for the full breakdown there, including where you describe her as a Dark Souls 2 Firekeeper. The point being is that, of course, you know, you take the bodies from, like, the various quote-unquote bosses you killed, at least conceptually, and sell them back to you. Obviously, this isn't to be taken literally. There's nothing to really suggest that the Shrine Handmaid is actually ever leaving the shrine to take these things. But again, much like with Domhnall and stuff like that, the concept is there. Again, it's kind of like when both of them sell, like, the final boss in New Game Plus and stuff like that. In that case, what relevance might Smough set being available after Aldrich dies have? Because Aldrich is Gwyndolin. That's the answer. I go over this in my Irithyll article. I think at least briefly I address Smough there. Yeah, I don't think I addressed it in deep. I'm pretty sure it's just in Irithyll. But the point is that, as we see with Smough's hammer, which can be acquired from a chest in Gwyndolin's manor, right over there. That wonderful big ass building there, biggest manor, farthest from the center of the city. Quite the Gwyndolin move, as it were. But the point is that that's Gwyndolин's house. He's collected several things in the wake of the events of Dark Souls 1. Smough's armor and weapons seem to be some of that. We get the weapon, of course, from the chest, and then we get the armor from the Shrine Handmaid in the thing, as far as availability is concerned. Where the armor would be, quote-unquote, in the lore, I guess it would be somewhere stored in the house, much like the hammer. But again, they clearly wanted to allow it so that way when you killed Aldrich, you can acquire it from the Handmaid, because again, Aldrich is Gwyndolin. Obviously, I don't mean that there isn't a character called Aldrich. I'm talking about, of course, obviously, the meat suit that Aldrich is currently devouring. But why would Gwyndolin drop Smough stuff in particular? Oh, so sorry, I missed. The main question is the possible question raised by Smough said after Aldrich dies, but why would Gwyndolin drop Smough stuff in particular? Again, it's not dropping in this case, right? The point is, of course, just a concept. You don't have Gwyndolin. They didn't add Gwyndolин's armor. You can argue why they didn't add the new Gwyndolin set that was corrupted. It's in the cut files, but for whatever reason, they didn't include it in the final game. Again, you can come up with multiple reasons. But ultimately, the thing is, they have Smough's armor. What are they going to do for the availability? Okay, well, they could, again, do it like his hammer and give it in a chest, or the more interesting idea is to have it sold through the Shrine Handmaid after you beat Aldrich, to kind of imply that Gwyndolin owned it, much like the hammer, or which would imply that he had collected it after the events of Dark Souls 1 when Smough was killed. And then, therefore, from there, it could be something like, oh, okay, well, Smough's dead, he collected it, he has it, and now we have the Shrine Handmaid, who we have sort of as a corpse collector. Okay, we can now combine a bunch of different concepts together to kind of they kind of like synergize with each other really nicely. If Lautrec, as you theorize, survived past his potential death in Dark Souls 1, would Smough have potentially survived until recent events? No, because Smough's a mandatory boss. Again, the characters who generally survive in these games are generally the optional bosses. You don't have to kill Gwyndolin in your playthrough of Dark Souls 1, just like you don't have to loot every single item in your game. There's a lot of flexibility with the developers then on where or how we these items move around. Same with these characters. Again, Kalameet, Dark Souls 2 decides, was definitely killed. Gwyndolin, Dark Souls 3 decides, was definitely not. Did Aldrich kill him to eat Gwyndolin? Was Aldrich the Dark Souls 1 chosen undead who can be the... Yeah, well, again, I've already, like, sort of, like, precluded that with that, but, yeah, no. Again, I cover all this stuff in my Dark Souls 3 stuff, Night Scout, so... I know it's a lot of reading. I know, my work is so much reading. Down to a ridiculous degree, you might even say. Let's get the bonfire here, because why not? We're gonna try doing the shot that I originally was going for anyway. Hello there, Yoshka. How we doing? Ay, ay, ay. After that Bloodborne stream, too, I am exhausted. Let's see. Pontiff. Yeah, that'll be the one. Yeah, as you noted, yeah, exactly. That's sort of my point, right? Like, optional bosses, we have flexibility. Well, I should say not we, but the developers have flexibility on, like, the canon, right? Like, again, it's something we can only infer from subsequent games, what they tell us. Again, Dark Souls 2, Calamite, yeah, he's dead based on what we're told, and they try to, dance around saying the Chosen Undead by being like, oh, this unknown hero, blah, 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 so they don't have to define who the Chosen Undead is, or the class, or whatever. Again, similar thing what they do with Dark Souls 2's ending. Just like, hey, we're not going to have you actually define who your player character was in the first game. Ha ha. And then, in Dark Souls 3, of course, like, again, Gwendolyn was optional. That wasn't going to be a problem. What other optional bosses did we have? I guess technically Centipede Demon was optional, and you can find its corpse there, though again, the nature of Centipede Demon allows it to be something where, like, oh yeah, you killed it in the game, but you can retcon it so it's still alive, quote-unquote, because of the hyper-regeneration it exhibits. Similar thing happens with Chaos Flame already, so, like, why not? If you're gonna make the Flame of Chaos survive, what Dark Souls 1 would imply would be certain death. Like, why not retcon some of the more powerful Chaos Demons that way, I suppose? Though, again, we don't see, like, Quelaag, she seems to be dead. It's just Fair Lady, who, again, is an optional NPC you don't have to kill. And Quaylana, again, optional NPC you don't have to kill. Let's see, anything else with the bosses? I mean, again, there's also copy-paste bosses. Like, it doesn't care if you kill the one Capra Demon, because, again, generic enemy. Yeah, there's like... Yeah, like, developers, there's a lot of flexibility the developers have when it comes to sequels and what they can bring over. No, not more research for the Irithyll stuff, though. Recently I did do an update with, again, I don't know how far back you're talking about, because if we're talking about, like, months and months ago, I might have done some, like, small updates on the Gwynevere Garden section here, because that part was a little underdeveloped that I wanted to work on more. Now, though, I'm pretty sure Irithyll's at about its breaking point. Like, I'm only getting these screenshots because I was kind of like, I forget what the shot was, but I think it was, like, something like this, and I was kind of underwhelmed having the lift here, the corkscrew lift, be like down here when it could totally work here. Yeah, like this or whatever it was. Something like that. Honestly, I'm actually tempted to even bring it higher. I legit think we could get away with that. Though I don't know if the game will allow it. What's my current shot? Oh. What's my current shot? No, that's not what I want. There we go. Yeah, that could be a little higher. Alright, let's see if we can recreate this shot. It was about this. About this. God, this is why I have a mouse. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's pretty close to the original shot. It's not perfect, but like I said, close. Some might even say close enough. I'll at least do this for a test shot. Alright, let's make sure one of my characters... There we go. Thank you for your breathing. Uh-huh. And then... Looking back... Oh my god. Oh, okay, it's nothing crazy. Then there's the weirdness that even Manus technically counts as optional. Yeah, though, Dark Souls 2 seems to imply that, yeah, he's handled. I feel the photo would look better if the lift was at the height where the path connected to the bridge. if it was at the height where the path connected to the bridge. I mean, it's currently connected to that. I don't know which bridge you're talking about. A little confused there. I don't speak English well, so I don't know what you have what you've answered me. But here's a cheat engine table that allows you to manipulate the camera if you want it. Here it is. Oh, it's fine, Pooley, no problem. Let's see. Here's a cheat engine that allows you to manipulate the camera if you want. Here it is. I use this in Dark Souls 2 in offline mode, and nothing has ever happened to me. I'll have to look it in just to be sure and ask a few people just to be safe. But thank you for the advice. I will consider that because again, I want. As much as it's fun working with the limitations of the actual game, there's just so many times where I'm just like, just let me have the shot I want. You already took said photo? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I want is I didn't like the original shot I had not having this, but now that it's up, I think we're good. The question here, again, I don't remember, I didn't have my HUD, so I don't know what souls I lost. Hey, would you mind? Thank you. I was about to say, did you survive that? Like, oh, damn. You will definitely survive if I backstab you, because there's a ledge down there, so. Dang. Well, there's the proof of Concord kept. Thank you. There we go. That was quick enough. It's 300, right? Yeah. First, we'll deal with you. Thank you. Every little bit counts. Gotta make up for whatever I lost, because I don't remember. I could probably look back at past streams and do that, but I'm too lazy. Do you think there's any importance to the Silver Knights bleeding and leaving corpses, unlike the Dark Souls 1 Silver Knights? The corpse part, no. I actually explored that idea once in like a very, very early draft of the Irithyll script. But again, I think it's on talking to people who know the technical side and stuff. I think it's just that the game's improved in terms of both graphical fidelity and optimization, so they can afford to have more corpses that don't need to, like, you know, disappear or despawn or whatever. It's sort of like an arbitrary difference. It's like in Dark Souls 1, Dark Wraiths could be left behind, but Silver Knights couldn't. And again, I think it's just a matter of how intensive those areas were. That's changed now, so we can allow them both to exist. Though again, the bleeding thing you can make more cases for. Is that a case of them being human this time and no longer one of the medials? Or is that just a case that they no longer want to use the stylistic white mist blood? I could honestly see people arguing either way, though I think I would like to lean on the former. That's just supposed to highlight the fact that these guys are human at their core now. There's no longer any super blessed medials, long-serving knights, or any of that. They're just ordinary men. Though again, we have knights like Leto and stuff, and I think Leto has no adjustments. He's just a normal... Though again, he's technically a red phantom, so you never technically, I guess, encounter him, so you can get the true blood from him, right? I think he just has this normal, like, red phantom... I don't know, how do you describe it? Like, whoosh to it? So that might be it. And Orlando Zatira is pretty closed off in halls too. Yeah, but you have to keep in mind that there's a larger area of Anor Londo too, and the way FromSoft games are, they often have those areas spawned in or loading or something, so it takes up a lot of memory and crap. So like, yeah, it's always deceptive when there's a game on like how much can the game handle, especially considering, as I think we all recognize, Dark Souls games aren't that well optimized. So it's like, again, they get progressively better as time goes on, but they're still they're kind of a bunch of spaghetti code behind under the hood, as it were. So, yeah. I think you talk to Zuli or Garden of Eyes or pretty much anyone who works in the modding scene, help people in my own Discord, they probably agree that Demon Souls, Dark Souls, etc., they get better, but like the games are still pretty ridiculous in many respects compared to other, say, developers of similar reputation to FromSoft. Let's see. Anything I want from here? No. I don't care. Let's see. Prison Tower. Irithyll Dungeon. Is there anything we still need from the giant thing? No, I don't think so. Castle, we're good. Barracks, we're good. Yeah. Dragon Slayer armor. I mean, what could there be? There's not much in the... I guess more of the castle, right? No, we don't need anything there. Cathedral of the Deep. Nah. Road of Sacrifices, Crucifixion Woods, Crystal Sage area, Keep Ruins, Faron Keep. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. First, we'll go back to Anor Londo. No, I fixed that, didn't I? I got that shot. I'm not crazy. I could... Let me double check my screenshots. I could have swore I got that shot already. I got the shot inside Anor Londo of the... Oh. Whoopsie. Tabbed out. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Alright, I got the new shots of the prison stuff, too. More stuff of that. I'm gonna have to review these Dark Souls 3 shots at some point. I could retake that shot with the thing up. Yeah, I took the shots I wanted. I'm happy with these shots. Yeah, I need to do the updates to the articles now at this point. Move in there. So we have to do that. And then... Then what else do we do? I guess it's just, let's go from Central. No. Central Irithyll, we'll do from Church of Yorshka. Yeah, sometimes it's not the most optimized, but the Silver Knights really did appear like in the tightest hallways possible for Anor Londo. Blighttown shows no fear in having lag too. That's not exactly... Blighttown's not a good comparison, because Blighttown wasn't intentionally laggy. It wasn't like the dev said, oh, well, it's laggy, we'll accept that. Like, it was mainly for the console platforms and stuff with the extremely limited thing, and it became very obvious that it wasn't intentional on FromSoft's part when they did the PC port and things like that. That's not a problem. Got that shot already, so I'm happy there. Alright, the shortcut. Didn't open that one. My favorite buddy. Oh. Really? I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised there. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was funny. Bonk. Gosh. Just imagine if I had the cheat engine working on this. Again, I don't know if it can work with Dark Souls 3 particularly, but something worth trying out. Asking around, at least. Yeah, that's not happening. So I would have to do what I normally do here and just have a look. Have a little look-see. Oh. Yeah, nothing special there. All of that shit. All of that shit. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is no... I've tried so many times, I just can't think of a good way to get this angle. Can I somehow get on... Now, I'm pretty sure if I attempt to get on these at all, it's just gonna cause me to fall to my death. Also, I love how the trees are literally growing out of the shit movement. Like, oh gosh, Dark Souls 3. You really don't want players to look down. No. Wait a second. Wait a darn second. Is that... Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Dark Souls 3. If I remember right, that's one way down. So I have to go this way if I want to get back over here. Yeah. And yeah, this is just, again, cheat engine. Just move things to look over here would be perfect. So much more perfect. Hey, buddy. Cosplay as a guard and pretend you're patrolling that way. You could be in the you'd be in the shot of that mud zone. Well, I'm not going to patrol as a guard because it's going to be obvious to anyone that it's just me. I generally don't do too many cosplays unless it's like me playing a actual, you know, player character model, like a Lautrec or something like that. Again, the problem really is that you need to turn the camera down a lot, which is just going to be awkward no matter how you do it with this way the camera's always centered on you. Which is why we try to trick the camera into becoming first person when we're not able to use the binoculars. Oh. You know, this game, it's so reliable with its backstabs, and then sometimes it just has that Dark Souls 2 moment where it's like, oh. It's very weird, because it's very inconsistent. And so rare. Yes, 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 I'm sure. Oh, that was just me not aiming. Thank you. And there's no way to get from back. Yeah, there's just no opening here. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, this is gonna be my great love for a while. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna look into that on trying to get Cheat Engine or something working, because I think it is about time that I move on from just analog. I mean, I've played these games enough. I've gotten most of the screenshots I want for Dark Souls 3. Again, I could probably get more, so like if I get banned or something at this point. It's not the biggest deal, I suppose. I mean, I could use more shots of Ring City and Ariandel, but, like, again, not the biggest loss if something bad, like, worst case scenario were to happen. And I have plenty of people who'll be able to inform me the best solution, so. Oh. Thank you. Have fun. Alright, we're gonna end things here, guys. Short stream. Just trying to unwind from the unwind. Anyway, bye-bye.